friends, welcome back to my channel, Coffee with Stephanie. I am Stephanie. So today is going to be a different but fun video, and right now I'm filming this July 13th, Tuesday, but chances are you are watching this on Wednesday, July 14th, which is the day the hubby and I said I do. So it is our 9th wedding anniversary, and I thought it'd be fun to go down memory lane and talk about our wedding, since I haven't really talked about our wedding because, you know, it's not something you bring up in a daily conversation. So I'm going to do a separate video for that, and we'll go down memory lane together. How's that sound? Okay, we'll sit back, get comfortable, and yeah, we'll start talking weddings, because if you're like me, you love everything to do with weddings. Oh yes, yes you do. I love watching Say Yes to Dress. I love watching for weddings, and it's crazy what people spend on weddings just for one day, because I mean, I know, like, pretty much when you plan a wedding, you're pretty much planning a big party, because everybody looks forward to the reception, right? Because that's when you party, that's when you dance, that's when you drink, that's when there's food. So everybody really does look forward to the reception. So you are pretty much, you're planning a big, big party, you know, but, you know, plan a party within reason, like a budget. But some people, what they spend on one day, it's just, that's a car payment. You know, you could buy a new car, you could buy a new house, you know, you could buy a whole new wardrobe, you know. But yeah, it's just, yeah, crazy just for one day. And really, not everybody is going to remember every single detail you poured into your wedding. You know, they may remember one or two things, but yeah. Yeah, but I had a budget. Let's face it, I have been planning my wedding like most girls. You know, we have been planning our wedding since we were 4 years old. So I kind of knew what I wanted, you know, what I didn't want. So, and I had a budget pretty much set in mind for everything, what I wanted to stick around, you know. And we both lived at home, which helped us save up, because it saved us a lot of money, because we didn't have to pay for rent and we didn't have to pay for food. I just had my cell phone bill and car insurance and gas money, and I think credit card, and at the time student loan was all done, taken care of. We went bye-bye a few years ago, and I really didn't really have anything to pay for. So we were able to save up every week, every 2 weeks, you know, every paycheck, we would put money aside. And if we got money for a gift, we put that aside too. I think altogether we had $7,000 saved up. Our wedding cost $5,000 in total, so we had $2,000 extra, which went towards our honeymoon, which was in Disney World. So that was very, you know, very exciting, because it's like, oh yay, $2,000 spending money, you know. Yeah, so it came in handy. We put it to good use, and I am going to be doing a separate video on our honeymoon in Disney World. I am working on that right now. I am making notes, trying to jog my memory, because it was 9 years ago. I'm looking through our photo album and just making notes of what I want to mention so I don't forget. And that's what I did for today. I made notes. Yes, I don't want to forget. You know, I still might forget, but, you know, I'm trying not to forget, trying to remember every single detail I want to mention. So that will be coming up in the near future. So make sure you look for that. It's just taking me a while to get to it, because everything's kind of crazy in my world recently. So with, you know, online learning and just trying to, you know, get back on track. Yeah. Yeah, so that would be coming up. Yeah, so okay, so we both lived at home, and as soon as we knew which date we wanted, we started to book right away. And we have like 2 wedding shows around us in the spring and the fall. So we would have a wedding show in the 2 wedding shows in the spring, 2 wedding shows in the fall. One of my BFFs, my maid of honor, I've known her since college, Randy, she went with me to the first one. And let me tell you something, we did not know what we were in for. You know, lots of information. Oh my gosh, it was like information overload. Everybody was there. Every company, every business was there. And we walked out probably with like our arms full of like bags. You know, we had bags on each arms just filled with pamphlets and everybody's contact information, right? And but these shows are great because you get to know who's in your area and who is in your budget, and you get to, you get to choose from a group of photographers, a group of cake decorators, room decorators, limo companies. You know, you get to pick which one suits your needs and what you need at the time and your budget, you know. So they are fantastic and very, very useful. Yeah, so, okay, usually, so the first thing we booked was where we were having a ceremony, and I always wanted to get married outside, and that's what we did. We got married. Our ceremony was at Mackenzie Hall. It's a cultural center, and it was originally a courthouse slash jailhouse. So I love the history behind it. I really do. They even have a couple of the original jail cells. And let me tell you, they were tiny. If you do not like tight quarters and you like space, don't do crime back in the day, okay? Okay, then you'll be good. Because if you did the crime and you had to pay, your jail cell was like this. You take one step, oh, there's the wall. Take a step back, you're back where you started from. Yeah. So when we went to put the down payment and we went to sign our names, the hubby, he went into one of the jail cells, and it was just funny. I don't know if I took a picture. I don't think I did. I should have. But it was just really funny, you know, and they were small. Like, that's it, you know. And if you did a major crime and you were found guilty, well, they would hang you across the street. Yeah, they did that too. Yeah. So, moral of the story: don't do crime, okay? Crime doesn't pay. No. But I did love the history of the building, and it's a beautiful building inside and outside, and they hold like performing arts. You know, they'll have recitals there. My nephew, when he played piano back in the day, he had a couple of recitals there, and it's just beautiful. And they have a gazebo. Okay, so one of the main reasons why I picked Mackenzie Hall was because, yeah, I want to get married outside, but you always have to have a backup plan in case Mother Nature decides to rain on your wedding, which I've heard that's good luck. But thankfully she didn't rain on our wedding, but if she did, they do have a beautiful room inside, and we had between 80 to 100 people in our wedding. The hubby had his family down from France. They were down for, I think, 2 or 3 weeks because his brother got married actually 2 weeks before we did. So July was a very busy month. So I think they were down for for at least a few weeks. And it was my first time meeting most of them. So I met most of his uncles and aunts and cousins, and it was really great and really fun. And yeah, so back to Mackenzie. But you know, the room was beautiful, and it would hold the right amount of people that we invited. I think we had probably like around 80 people who ended up coming, something like that. So I'm sitting on the floor, enjoying it comfy. But thankfully it didn't rain, and we got married outside because the outside was gorgeous, the gazebo was gorgeous, and I wanted something to kind of decorate outside, just to show that, oh hey, there's a wedding here, you know. So Dollarama had the shepherd hooks, and they also had the like a rose ball. So you know, like your styrofoam ball, and it has like roses all painted glued all over it, and there's a string, and I had those hang up. I'm going to be attaching a little bit of our wedding video and some pictures, so you'll see what I'm talking about after I'm done talking. I'm going to attach side clip after. But yeah, it was just like a rose ball, and I hung it on the shepherd hook, and kind of to mark the pathway where I was going to walk down. And my decorator likes those so much, she asked if she could keep them. And I'm like, yeah, sure, go ahead, because I'm not going to use them, but she would definitely use them. So I'm like, yeah, no, go ahead. Because back then, we did not have Dollar Tree yet. Dollar Tree came shortly after, either the same year or the year after. So yeah, they came shortly after. I tell you, because Dollar Tree and Dollarama is a place to go for stuff like that, for weddings, parties, baby showers, you know, you name it, they have stuff that is in your budget. Yeah. So it looked really nice outside, and it turned out it was a beautiful day. I wasn't like, I don't think it was too hot, not yet. So, and then for our reception, we got married at we had a reception at the Royal Canadian Legion, and the Legion, we picked one in Windsor because like we wanted the ceremony and where we were getting our pictures done and where our reception was going to be. We wanted it all like very close together, right? So we picked one of the Legions in Windsor. And it's the Royal Canadian Legion is for veterans, and you can become a member. I was looking into it because I was curious. There's over 1,300 branches, which is like amazing. And like anybody, you don't have to be a veteran to be a member, and it's like around $50. So yeah, so I thought that was quite interesting. You know, it's for veterans. They do a lot for veterans, and they have like, you know, drinks and food, and they have like a pool table and darts, you know, like probably play cards, you know, stuff like that. It's a great little community. And then on the other side they had like a hall area, and it was beautiful. It was big enough. They had chandeliers. It was just perfect, what I was looking for. And plus the price was right, because to rent the hall, it was I think like $100, and I only had to put $50 down payment. You know, it was something like that, either $100 or $150, somewhere around there. I tried looking for the receipt. But we had your typical wedding food, chicken, roast beef, and it was a buffet because buffet was cheaper. Let me see. Okay, so the food was back then $1,300. Yeah. Which, yeah, I thought was pretty good back then. I'm trying to find the menu. I did have the menu, of course. Oh, is it? Hang on. Ah, here it is. I kept everything. Okay. Alright, so yeah, we had roasted potatoes, we had a garden salad, we had mixed vegetables, penne, roasted chicken, and roast beef with gravy. That gravy was the best wedding food I've ever tasted in my life. That was the best one. It was so good. It was so tender. Melted in your mouth. So good. Yeah, so like $1,300 on the food, which wasn't too shabby. Because prices have gone up, and believe me, my sister just got married this past September, and yeah, they've gone up, the prices. You know, especially for a photographer, it's like, whew, right through the roof, the price. Yes, it's just crazy. Yeah, what people charge, like the price always goes up, never down. Yeah, because when she was telling me the prices, especially for the photographer, I was like, oh my gosh, yeah, it is a lot more than what I paid for. Yeah. Yeah, I kept every receipt. Yeah, I did. Yep. Our cake cost $275. Yeah, it was a beautiful cake. Yeah, so we booked them right away, and I was very happy with that. And we booked our decorator. Our decorator was $655, I believe. Excuse me. And yeah, she did an awesome job. I loved when we came into the reception. I loved seeing how everything was done. Oh yeah. Yeah, and yeah. Okay, so okay, so let me think. Rehearsal dinner. We had a rehearsal dinner two days before at Aurelien's parents' house, and he had, you know, his family there from France, so that was like nice and kind of getting to hang out with everybody. And then the next day, Friday, I got pampered alongside my mom. We got our nails and feet done, and then we had a movie night. I think we had snacks. We probably were snacking on chips, and we watched a chick flick. I can't remember which chick flick, but it was probably like, you know, either one with Julia Roberts or Drew Barrymore, one of them, you know. So yeah, that was our night, and it didn't really hit me, you know, that I was getting married until the next morning, you know, because I think like you're just so, you're still like, you still have like many things going through your mind. And it didn't really hit me until next morning, until I woke up at 6 o'clock. Oh yeah, I'm getting married today, you know. And but I still, you know, I got ready, no problem. And I think I was too trying to enjoy every moment, trying to capture every moment and just making the memories, because it does go by fast. You blink and the day is gone. It's done and you don't know where it went. You know, that's how fast it goes. Oh yeah. And so like, yeah, we went to the hairdressers, got our hair done and makeup done, and went back to our house. And I got dressed, and yeah, my mom strapped me in, because it was a corset, and my photographer was there. She was there taking pictures when I was at the hairdressers too. And my photographer was awesome. You know, when you look for a photographer, make sure you get one that goes up and beyond her call of duty, because my dress was supposed to have a French bustle. We were told it had a French bustle, you know, where you take the dress and there's like a piece of like a loop piece of material or something like that, where like it attached to a button or something, and it's like right near your butt, and it's your train, it's up and out of the way. Well, my dress did not have a French bustle, even though we were told that it had a French bustle. So later on in the reception, after we came in, because we just took pictures, and before we got introduced into the reception to our guest, we were in the bathroom, and I think I had my girls with me. I had both of my sisters and my friend from college, my BFF from college, my maid of honor, and my friend from high school. Aurelien had his two brothers and two close friends stand beside him. But we were in the bathroom, and my photographers came well prepared. They had everything with them, and they were both like underneath my dress to pin up my train so it would not get in the way, because otherwise it would have been a pain on the butt. It would have gone in my way, and I was so super grateful for her. So she really did, you know, she earned her paycheck. I know. So she was really, oh my gosh, oh, super grateful for her. Yeah. Yeah, and then like, you know, the limo came, and, you know, oh yeah, before that, though, we took pictures inside and outside. I know, that's the one thing you realize at the end of the day, because you are so busy, okay? Because what are you doing all day? You're smiling, right? You're taking pictures with your photographer, and then at the reception, you're going to have people who want to take pictures with you. And so all day, you're like, you know, so your cheeks really get a workout, because at the end of the day, they hurt like heck, because that's all you do. You smile, and you're really good at it by the end of the day, you know. So, I know, because that's all you do. Okay, you see a camera, and it's automatic, you know. So yeah, we took pictures inside, outside. The limo came, went to Mackenzie Hall, and when we got out, and I remember like standing off to the side to wait for my cue, and I just remember being so nervous, you know, because that's when all like the thoughts go through your head, you know, while you're walking down the aisleway. Don't trip, don't trip, don't trip, because it was like a brick pathway, and I have tripped over, like my bottom of my shoe has gotten caught on, you know, brick pathways and tumble down, and it's not pretty. I don't like attention, and when you're the bride, you have no choice. Every set of eyes is on you. You know, they're watching your every single move. Somebody's watching, you know. Yeah. I always feel like somebody's watching me. TikTok. Yeah, so like every set of eyes is on you, and yeah, you don't want to screw up. So yeah, so but I did good. I just, you know, kind of breathed and kicked the nerves to the side. I did not fall, didn't trip. And when I had sandals on, I did not wear high heels. I don't like high heels. They're not comfortable for me. Especially knowing that I would be on my feet all stinking day. No high heels for me. You'll see a picture of them. They were red sandals, and they had like a rose on them, and I got them off eBay. You know, when I couldn't find them anywhere else, eBay to the rescue. Yeah, my feet were comfortable. So I walked down the aisle and I was fine. I just told myself, don't look at the guest. Don't look at the guest. Just keep walking. And then once I locked eyes on Aurelien, I was fine. But then he started to tear up when he saw me, and I was like, no, don't you do that, don't you dare do that, because I just got my makeup done. If I see you tear up, I'm going to tear up. And I had to like kind of like tilt my head back because I felt tears coming. So I was like, don't do that. I don't want to ruin my makeup that, you know, I have never gotten makeup done before. You know, it's like the one and only time that you get makeup done, right? Because you pamper yourself. Yes. So it's like, don't do that. Yeah. So but it worked out. You know, I didn't ruin my makeup, and it's just that there's so much to remember when it's like a wedding. And like we were so like, I don't know, like we were because I watched our DVD and the other night, and I don't watch it every year, maybe every couple of years. And when it came to put in the ring on the finger, I think it wasn't me. I think it was me, because you're so nervous, right? Because like people are watching your every move. I grabbed the wrong hand. I grabbed the right. I didn't grab the left hand. Oh my gosh. I know. So like, yeah, we made those kind of boo-boos. I know. But other than that, the ceremony went off without a hitch, and it was a beautiful ceremony. And then we went off to take our pictures, and then back to the reception. And yeah, when we entered the reception, what I did, I think it's going to be after this, it's going to be in the clip, but when you see it, that was just all spur of the moment. I didn't know what the heck I was doing. I was just kind of BSing my moves, you know, because I had no idea what to do. Because you know how people make a grand entrance and they do something memorable, you know, and it's like, well, I don't know what I'm going to do, you know. So I just kind of, yeah, I don't know, I just rolled with it pretty much, yeah. But just to let you know, I kind of BS'd it, yeah. I went with the flow, yeah. Our favors for our wedding, I wanted something that would be consumed. I didn't want anything that would sit on the shelf and become a knickknack. So I picked out Bigfoot candy. Yeah. And I bought them at Walmart, and next time I go to Walmart, I have to look for them because I want them. Dollar Tree used to have them, but they haven't had them in a long time. They only have the blue raspberry ones, and I don't want those ones. I want the red ones. But when I was thinking of favors, I just wanted something that, you know, that they can eat. You know, that'd be the appetizer before dinner started. Yeah, and everybody ate them. I don't think we found any left over. Excuse me. No, we did not. And it's like one of my favorite candies, and it still is my favorite candy, so I thought it'd be something cute and it'll be different, you know, Bigfoot candy, yeah. So that was our favor, and our first dance or wedding song was to Kelly Clarkson and Jason Aldean, Don't You Want to Stay. I absolutely love Kelly Clarkson. I adore her. I am her biggest fan. I saw her in concert probably the year before we got married with my BFF, and I loved her. She put on a good show, and I would love to see her again. But when I was picking our song, it was either going to be Kelly Clarkson's song or Rascal Flatts, because I also love Rascal Flatts, and we saw them in concert too, and they're awesome. And I picked Kelly Clarkson because she did the duet with Jason Aldean, and it was just perfect. I loved it. Oh, I love her ever since she was on American Idol. I love her. Yeah. And we hired somebody, you know, like everything costs so much money for a wedding, you know. It's like I think I'm in the wrong business. I should be in the wedding business, you know, because to film our wedding, our day, that was like a lot of money too. But luckily for us, we had a close friend in the family who kind of did that on the side, and he had his son who also helped him kind of get different shots. So he did a fantastic job, and his other son actually played the viola. He doesn't play it anymore, but when he did, you know, he played. I'm sure he can still play it, but he doesn't play it as much as he used to. But he is very talented, plays it really well, and that's what I walked down to. I walked down the pathway to him playing the viola. Yeah, very beautiful instrument. It's similar to a violin, so it's very, very beautiful instrument. And so yeah, his dad did the videoing, and when he put our wedding song, he put a Rascal Flatts song, so that's why I have to cover it up with my own music, or else I'll get copyrighted from YouTube. So, but he put a Rascal Flatts song, and he put our wedding song in the video too, so that was a special, you know, extra touch, which was very sweet. Yeah. Okay, I think that's it. That's all I have my notes on. Yeah, I'm gonna read Randy's, my maid of honor speech. And invitations. Did I talk about invitations? Did I? I can't remember. Alright, I just checked. No, I did not go over our invitation. So, originally I wanted a different set of invitations that somebody handmade, and it was like kind of like along like the fairy you know, once upon a time. They were really like fairy tale like, which that's what I'm trying to think of, fairy tale. They were very fairy tale like, and they said something like happily ever after, or once upon a time, something like that. But they were a little bit out of my price range. They were like I don't know, over $100 for sure. And then I understand, because somebody is putting time and effort into making them, and that's how they earn their living. But at the time, that was not in my price range. So I ended up buying just invitations that you did yourself. You printed them off, and I got them at the Village Shop in town. The Village Shop is like a bulk food store. They have like a bulk barn. They have stuff in that you can buy, like flour, chocolate chips, candy, stuff like that. And on the other side, they have a gift shop, and they have a little section for weddings, and they had invitations. I bought 2 boxes, probably for like around $50. And yeah, I just got, a simple, whites and a bow, but all the information, was there. And then later on, I thought, you know what, I don't need, a fancy invitation, because half the time, I bet you people just, they only keep them for the information, the when and where information, right, and time, and that's it. And then they toss them or recycle them. I keep them, of course. I keep all mine. I do. Specific ones I keep. Other ones, I might, do the same. It depends. Or you recycle them. Yeah. Anyways, so I'm going to read my maid of honors speech. Okay. All right. All right. So, I'd like to start by saying how beautiful Stephanie looks. Yes, I still do look beautiful. Okay, Aurelien too. I also like to say congratulations to the bride and groom, and thank you both for sharing your special day with me and the rest of us here tonight. Stephanie and I have known each other since college, and it's all gone downhill from there. Just kidding, Steph. I love you like a sister. Stephanie and I have always been there for one another when things were tough. Usually this entails sitting at Tim Hortons while listening and consoling the other, because Tim Hortons makes everything better. So true. Tim Hortons does make everything better, and that's what we did when we were always at Tim Hortons when it was boy problems, boys, yeah. We were always at Tim Hortons spilling the tea over boys. Yes, when they would give us problems. Headaches too. Yeah. What about the fun times, you may ask? Well, yes, there were many. Who can forget going to Niagara Falls as soon as our exams were finished, or going to Toronto, reading our map incorrectly, resulting in a 14-block walk back to a hotel in flip-flops. Needless to say, our legs felt it the next day. Yeah, we don't know how to read maps. I know. Then there was our trip to see New Kids on the Block and Backstreet Boys in London, where we took the time to do our hair and makeup, only to stand outside in the rain without an umbrella, waiting to be let in the arena. Or on the 2 different occasions when I was out with Stephanie and we spent about 20 minutes each time standing around the parking lot trying to figure how you exactly pronounce Aurelien's name. But we can't forget the most recent event that all of us girls got to witness and laugh at, when Stephanie tried to talk Aurelien through changing my 5-month-old son's diaper. He did. At the time, her son was 5 months old, and now he is 9 years old, so that's crazy. But he did. He changed his diaper, and he did a good job. As I said, Stephanie is like a sister to me. So true. She's like a sister to me, too. And we know each other inside and out, so when it happened, Stephanie didn't really have to say much to make it clear to me that Aurelien was the one. All the signs were there, the special looks, the way her face would light up when he was around, and her signature happy dance that she would do when he called and text her. And it was pretty much like the Colton dance, you know, Colton from Fresh Prince, yeah. Similar to that. Then there were the big changes in their lives as they became a couple. It all felt right as it happened. It feels right today. And I know that the life they have ahead of them will feel just as right as it does today. All in all, Stephanie and Aurelien, I can see you both have the foundation for a wonderful marriage, not just as lovers, but as lifetime friends as well. Before I conclude this speech, I'd like to say a few words to Aurelien. I've never seen Stephanie so happy as she is with you, and I've never seen her do her happy dance as often as she has until she met you. I like to give you a few pieces of advice. 1, whenever you're wrong, admit it, and whenever you're right, just shut up about it. 2, the best way for you to remember your anniversary is to forget it just once, because Steph will make sure you never forget again. 3, Aurelien, you need to make sure to set the ground rules immediately and then forget your rules and do everything Stephanie says. That's right. 4, contrary to popular belief, maps are always a good thing, just as long as Steph or I aren't navigating. So true. 5, never forget the 2 most important things. Yes, dear, and okay, buy it. And the most important of them all, never ever be afraid that Stephanie will leave you. She has spent years training you, and she won't give up that lightly. That is... I haven't read this since, it's been a few years since I read this. That is, unless Clark Kent rolls into town, and you better believe that, yes. Because I love Superman, I love Clark Kent, hubba hubba. So, we're good unless Clark Kent rolls in. On that note, before I get into any trouble with Lily Bride, I propose a toast to Stephanie and Aurelien and the wonderful life they have to look forward to together. Ladies and gentlemen, to the bride and groom. Oh, I love her speech. Oh. And I was looking for this, and I couldn't find it, and I found it today. So, yeah. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed this. I need to get up from this floor. And I'm going to attach the video right here, and some pictures. And some of these pictures are my favorite pictures, so I hope you enjoy them as much as I have enjoyed them. And I'll come back quick and say goodbye. been 9 wonderful years, and would I do it all over again? Absolutely. I would marry him in a heartbeat all over again. And it has been, you know, a wonderful journey, a wonderful adventure, and you know, it has been, you know, bumpy, you know, your daily bumps in the road, but you know, at the end of the day, when we have a disagreement, we, you know, we make up and we come to an agreement. And if we ever disagree about something, it's usually over money, you know, like that's usually the cause of our fight, just like with any other couple, you know. But yeah, at the end of the day, we still love each other and we have each other's backs and we're there for each other. We're each other's best friend, you know. Well, yeah, we're each other's to-go person, you know, we go to each other for everything, you know, so, and it's been a wonderful 9 years. I can't believe it's been 9 years. This is crazy. You blink and here we are. And then, 1 fur kid later and 2 boys later, you know. Yes, life has been quite an adventure. Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, I would definitely do it all over again. Yeah, I would. Probably even smaller wedding. Yeah, I know. I would. Maybe just us 2 and a couple witnesses and we'll renew our vows, you know. I don't know if we ever do that, but yeah. If we did, it would be really little group of people. Yeah, but yeah, it's been a great adventure, and here's to many more adventures and journeys and memories, and yeah. That's it, folks. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you enjoyed the little clip and the pictures, and yeah, I just thought this would be something fun and different to do. Anyways, I'm going to get off of this floor, if I can get off from this floor. I know, that's the hard part, getting back up. Alright, so thanks for watching. I really do appreciate it, and if you're new here and you're not subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button. I'll be happy to have you. Oh yeah, that's right, I almost forgot. To get us to kiss. You know how everybody has, there's just too much, I always forget something. Everybody has own rule to how to get the couple to kiss, and because people don't really click on the clink, you know, cling clang clang cling clang clang on the glasses, and so I know most people will say you sing a song with the word love in it. Well, we did. You had to sing a Disney song, and I know everybody knows a Disney song or 2 or 3 or 4. You know, it did make it kind of easy. But like, let's face it, with today's technology, it doesn't matter what song, you know, if we said, okay, you have to pick a song with the word love in it, and you could just, you know, go search on Google, and there's your cheat sheet, you know, so it really doesn't matter. And it was kind of cute because it tied in with our honeymoon, so I thought it was cute, you know, to tie in our honeymoon. And I think it was mostly my dad and my godfather and Aurelien's little cousins, who aren't so little anymore, but you know, 9 years ago they were, that did it. And my godfather actually did a town cry, because he's a town crier, so he had his suit and everything. I might try and put that part of our video in there. Let's see if I can work my magic. Excuse me. Yeah, I might just have to block some faces that, like, I know, like, the people that were in a wedding, like, you know, some people won't care if they're on YouTube, but some people, you know, might, so, but I know he wouldn't mind. Alright, I'm back. The boys came up here and they had to show me something. I'll show you right now. Look, it's Chip! Oh, because we have Pop in the Box and we get one every month. Last month we got Vanessa from Little Mermaid, and this month we got Chip. Look how cute he is. Oh, so cute. Oh. Yeah, you'll get Bill and Beast. You get 2 different Bills, and you get to guest on that one. So yes, I was very happy to get what I wanted. Oh, it was so cute. Anyways, what was I saying? Yeah, what was I saying? I have no idea. That's right. Yeah, I'll try to add a clip if I can, like, you know, just cover some people's faces, because they may not want to be on YouTube. The clip that my godfather, when he town cried for us, and he town cried in English and French for my hubby side of the family, so that was really nice and thoughtful of him to do that. Yeah, so it was like really a wonderful wedding. Everybody enjoyed themselves, and we're really blessed to have our parents pay for the alcohol, because that's another big expense, especially if your family is drinkers. And you know, yeah. I think there's drinkers on both sides of my family. Yeah, so you know, that was another big suspense, but we were really blessed and grateful that both, you know, that was, you know, where our families decided to chip in. So yeah. Yeah, so it was a lovely wedding, and would I do it all over again? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Get dressed up like a princess? Of course. Yeah. Yeah, it is. Alright guys, so I'm gonna end this. It's probably way too long. So Chip and I are gonna go, and isn't that cute? Like the bubbles. Oh, so stinking cute. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. But thanks for watching. I really do appreciate it. And if this is your first time watching, hit that thumbs up. I mean, hit the subscribe button and hit the thumbs up too. And leave a comment down below. And yeah, hit subscribe. I'll be happy to have you. And yeah, I'll see you in the next fun video. Alright, take care, be blessed, and I'll see you next time. Bye!